Hello from me. After the horse assisted therapy, I'm going to transfer you to the water from the earth. And I'm going to introduce you dolphin therapy, dolphin assisted therapy. My name is K Apostolaki. I'm psychologist, psychotherapist, and dolphin assisted therapist. This presentation is together with my two co-workers. We work in Omega Dolphin Therapy Center in Marmaris of Turkey. And we're going to present you, on behalf also of my colleagues, what work we're doing and two cases of children that we had for 2 or 3 years in Dolphin Therapy Center of Marmaris. So dolphin therapy assisted therapy is going to present it as a supplementary approach in children with multiple neurological, genetic, and developmental difficulties. It's supplementary because the children follow the normal therapies that they have at their home country. We give an additional help. We try to give an additional help to these children in connection to the therapy they follow. This is our working team. This is Splash, one of our dolphins. And I'm going to show you now a video as an introduction of dolphin-assisted therapy. This video is not taken in Marmaris. It's a video found in YouTube concerning the benefits that a child had in Florida, in Dolphin Therapy Center in Florida. And then I will show you what we do in Omega Dolphin Therapy Center. Oops, that's it.
Dolphins have intrigued humans for millennia. So unlike ourselves, and yet so accepting of our species. These remarkable creatures have unlocked the silent world of a young boy.
Mama.
Ball.
Mama.
Say ball. Ball. Say ball.
Mama.
8-year-old
Ball.
Thomas Carling was born with a rare genetic disorder. For Thomas and his family, communication has been a heartbreaking struggle.
I want a son who can turn around and call me dad. I know he knows what I'm talking about. And I know he knows what this ball is. And what we've got to try and get him to do is to tell us exactly what it is he wants. Because it's all about giving Thomas a life of his own. There you go. We always felt that we needed to find a key for Thomas, something that was going to unlock his mind. And I'm sure that in the dolphins we found that key.
For the past 4 years, the Carlings have traveled from the north of England to the Florida Keys for a special kind of therapy.
You say hi to Alphonse?
Though it involves a trained therapist, the dolphins themselves are pivotal.
Can you touch the dolphin? They're actually opening his mind. There's a connection that's happening between them and him. And that's being sort of worked with by the therapist. And really what it's doing is it's getting his mind to actually think on something. And we actually think it's this stimulation that is helping him to learn and developing this brain that is basically going much slower than any normal child would.
Alphonse wants you to throw the ball. Alphonse wants you to throw it. Let's say, ball. There
Thomas has developed a passion for the dolphins here at Dolphin Human Therapy. Speech therapist Janet Skinner uses Thomas's love for the animals to focus and motivate him. Without language, they have spurred him to reach beyond his limitations.
Watch her. There you go. Good job, Thomas.
For the first time in his life, Thomas has begun to communicate, something his family never dreamed possible.
So,
Major funding for nature is provided.
no. no, this is not what we want. So first of all, what is dolphin-assisted therapy? Dolphin-assisted therapy has originally emerged from the animal therapy area. Here is a definition. It's a goal-directed intervention in which an animal that meets specific criteria is an integral part of the treatment process. Animal-assisted therapy is directed and or delivered by a health human service professional with specialized expertise and within the scope of practice of his or her profession. Animal-assisted therapy is designed to promote improvement in human, physical, social, emotional, and or cognitive functioning. So dolphin-assisted therapy does the same by using, I don't like this word, but this is what it is, by using a dolphin. Why dolphins? Dolphins are high intelligent animals. They are close to people. They are playful. They have echolocation, which we will see what it is later. They have reciprocity. They have harmony, connectiveness, and empathy. One of the traits that dolphins have is called entrainment. Is the tendency of two oscillating bodies to lock into phase so that they vibrate in harmony. It is also defined as a synchronization of two or more rhythmic cycles. The principle of entrainment is universal, appearing in chemistry, pharmacology, biology, psychology, sociology, etc. Birch, using the electroencephalogram of human subjects, he noticed that they were reduced in frequency and increased in power after swimming with free dolphins. We'll see the main characteristic of dolphin, which is echolocation. A dolphin is using echolocation, and all the marine mammals, by imitating sound waves and listen for the echoes reflected back from surrounding objects. This is something that they do instinctively in order to hunt and in order to eat. The brain then analyzes the echoes. The time it takes the echoes to return tells the animal how far away the object is. It's a type of biological sonar. The high-frequency sounds made by dolphin can cause the same effects as medical ultrasound. The chemical effects of ultrasound, sonochemistry, and soluminescence arise from the acoustic cavitation. Here is how the dolphin can locate the fishes, and then the waves return back to the dolphins. It comes from the front part of the head of a dolphin behind the melon, and this is the way the dolphin can see by the waves and the acoustic vibrations the prey. The ultrasound of dolphins has a mechanical and or electromechanical effect on the endocrine system of humans and stimulates it positively. This has been found by Cole 1996 and Birch 1997. The resulting change in hormone concentration should be recognizable as an effect on the EEG. They showed the subject's brain waves changed significantly in frequency and amplitude after swimming with dolphins compared to the measurements before swimming. There were no changes in the control group that swam without dolphins. Another effect that the dolphins offer to humans is the piezoelectrical effect. This effect is an electric impulse caused by a mechanical stimulus as produced, for example, by ultrasound on bone structures. Consequently, there is the possibility that the brain is irritated by piezoelectric impulses in the skull, which could result in a changing of the EEG. People with experience in interacting with dolphins report a phenomenon where dolphins produce a very loud noise directed at the person, causing them a feeling of seeing stars. What is the limitation of this research with EEG? It is technically possible to record ultrasound directly on patients and healthy humans because of the large equipment and the resulting disturbance to the dolphins. Therefore, we have to focus on visually observable behavior and formulate the following hypothesis. One or more dolphins exhibit a behavior that results in patients' exposure to ultrasound in doses comparable to those in medical treatments. Generally, the dolphin therapy, dolphin-assisted therapy is focusing on 10 sessions of 40 minutes, with changes in different dolphin therapy centers. It is from 20 minutes to 40 minutes, and it is not necessary that it's taking place inside the water. Even if the children are on the dock, they can benefit from echolocation of the dolphin as well. Dolphins are special animals from the ancient years, especially in Greece and in countries that were surrounded by waters. The presence of dolphins in the seas was very special in the lives of the sailors in ancient years, but also today. It was very often regarded them as goddesses in order to convey messages to those who traveled. These are sailors who gave us the first dolphin myths. Also, the Minoan frescoes in Crete, 2000 years BC, in Thera, Santorini, 1500 BC. There are countless myths and legends that exist for dolphin-human relationship, and Plutarch has referred to the dolphins, writing in the Clevmes of Animals, "To the dolphin alone, beyond all other, nature has created what the best philosophers seek, friendship of for no advantage." We have also Pythagoras, who has been experimenting with the melodic frequency that dolphins emit, as well as the practical researches of Aristotle. There's a lot of research on that. First, Dr. John Lilly in the 50s started to be interested in the relationship between humans and dolphins. In the 80s, he studied this relationship using a computer-synthesized language. He put a woman and a dolphin in the same house that was structured for the life of a dolphin mainly, with water in all the rooms. And this woman was living together with the dolphin, and they found a common language to communicate. Of course, the dolphin at the end was so attached to human that afterwards had depression. In the 1970s, research on dolphin and children started with neurological impairments with positive results. In the research of Traby, 1973, autistic children took part in the study, and he observed that they had a very great interest in dolphins. And this is actually a little bit awkward, because dolphin is a huge animal. It's about 2-3 meters long and lives in the sea. So an autistic child that is very frightened by new stimulus and new situations was expected not to be pleased with this situation. But the autistic children and the children that we have in the Dolphin Therapy Center are very keen to the dolphin. In the beginning, they're a little bit afraid, and they need some time to come in touch with the dolphin. But gradually, we present to the dolphin, and we gaining the trust of the child, and then we cannot pull them out of the water. Nathanson was also very much involved in studies about dolphins. So in the dolphin research program, 450 autistic children have been observed, and they showed a lot of improvement in their skills. Here is a picture of the research of John Lilly. This is a woman, and she lives in the house together with a dolphin. 20 years, there is a lot of research on these on this area. And since 1982, there were much more publications, but considering how much research can it be done in this area, there is a small publication. Here's another research of Nathanson. He showed significant differences in the ability of learning and improvement of motor patients in mentally disabled children, and improvement of the social situation in families with disabled children. Because dolphin-assisted therapy is not only for the child, it's also for the families. Also, there have been analysis of EEG for relaxing influence on humans that had interaction with the dolphins, effectiveness of short-term and long-term dolphin-assisted therapy for children with severe disabilities, and also effects of psychoneurological and psychosomatical symptoms of diseases. However, the research has received a lot of criticism concerning the bias that can be seen in the research. The first that had been detected was the placebo effect. When you expect someone or a pill to cure you, or an animal to cure you, then you have in mind that the results will come after exposure. So you believe in that, so you think you have it. And the novelty effect, which is the effect that you have when you come in a new situation and you are very excited. So this gives you really a very good mood, and everything seemed to be much better afterwards. Also, there have been expectations either from family or either from the experimental person that is expecting something to come up from a therapy, and it comes. In a lot of therapies, researches, there was no control group, and also we count on the maturation of the child throughout the years, that they gain some positive results already from growing up. The thing with dolphin therapy, dolphin assistant therapy matter is that actually you cannot really put different things that you can exclude some situations from dolphin assisted therapy. For example, a family comes for dolphin assisted therapy in another country. First of all, you have the novelty effect. Everybody's enthusiastic about the new experience. They go to another country. They're excited to see an animal that they haven't seen in their lives. Secondly, is a family that is going to therapies all the time for the child is very tired. They need a new experience. So everybody is much more relaxed. They don't push the child so much, and everybody is really happy, not only with what is expected to happen in the therapy, but with what they meet in a new country and a new environment with new therapists. Everybody's more relaxed. Also the water. Everybody who goes to the water, especially when there's seawater, benefits from it anyway. So the therapist also that it's not tired with the child, has more things to offer in 10 sessions. So even the therapist is more excited about what will offer to a child that he or she sees for a short period of time. So in the future studies, we can at least see the acoustic and electrical environment that produced by the dolphins. We have to investigate it much more. It should be in a more structured way, maybe use of technological measurements during interaction with the dolphins, so we can see more specific results. And what I've said before, try to eliminate external condition, which is very difficult. Therefore, most of the dolphin-assisted therapy is based on case study of reports of parents, reports of therapists in home country, reports of the therapists themselves. To who it may concern. There's a lot of cases that dolphin-assisted therapy has been proved to be really having good results. That is autism, Down syndrome, developmental disorders, ADHD, genetic disorders, emotional disorders, post-traumatic stress, eating disorders, even supportive for cancer patients. Let's see now how that is as a family therapy. As I said before, in the family therapy, actually in the therapies of the children, none of the members participate. The child goes together with the therapist and they're doing something, and the parents are outside and the sibling as well, and they're waiting of them to finish. In dolphin-assisted therapy, after we judge what is the better for the child. After 5 sessions or so, the family members come together with us, and we're doing things together with the child. This is very important, especially for the siblings, because with children that have problems, neurological problems, psychological problems, doing things together with their sibling is not easy to do. So in that case, the dolphin is a medium for the family to come together. Also, when they come to dolphin-assisted therapists, the therapists from all the families from all around the world, they're already relaxed from everyday life. They get together, all together. They share the same experiences. So it's a very nice atmosphere for all the families that attend dolphin-assisted therapy. Now, how it works. The sonophonesis model, the ultrasound that we already referred, is one of the methods, one of the ways that that works. The sociopedagogic model, remodeling relations through the dolphin, because the dolphin is a special animal that is different from the relationship known by the child so far. With the dolphin, you have to respect. The dolphin shows reactions, which are, of course, controlled by the trainer in order to be safe, because it's a wild animal. But at the same time, the dolphin has no communication language, that does not speak. The child also does not speak when we talk about children, for example, with autism or with other neurological disorders. So they get connected, and they find a way of respect each other. So a proactive child cannot hit the dolphin because the dolphin will not come to him. So the child is trying to control his body and his movement in order to come in touch with the dolphin. Around the world, there are many centers of dolphin therapy. In Europe, the Dolphin Therapy Center of Omega, which is in Marmaris, Turkey, is the only one that is in the sea. It's not in a pool, and the dolphins that are working here, they're working only for therapies and only for interaction with people. They don't make shows. This is very important, because a dolphin that makes show, first of all, has a lot of stress. When the dolphin has a lot of stress, cannot do a therapy. So what does that mean? That it has to take medications for calming down, or it's pushed because the time of the show is coming, so we have to finish with the therapy. What is very important that I've seen here and haven't seen in other parks that they have the pool, is that families pay a lot of money for that. A session costs about 500 euros. This means that you have to make the dolphin work. No, you should not make the dolphin work, because if the dolphin does not want to work, because it does not want to, because it's stressed. It has something. It has feelings itself. And it goes away. We wait for the dolphin. If the dolphin doesn't want to work, the dolphin does not work. We can wait, we can schedule the therapy another day. We don't force the dolphin, because if it is forced, it cannot use the ultrasound effect because it's stressed. So there's no, and it's nervous, so we cannot do the therapy anyway. With this, the families then go very worried about, I have paid all this money for this time, and then I have to reschedule, and it's very difficult with the child because some of them are in a wheelchair or are very hyperactive. How I'm going to bring it back? With the dolphins, we show to the family that as a dolphin that is an animal with instinct and feelings, their child is a human also with feelings. And if the child does not want to try, we should not push it. Most of the families don't know this thing, don't know that by pushing the child to know, and again, and hours, we don't have no result. It just goes back. The child refuses to do anything. So in this way, we show that what the dolphin does, you have to consider that for your child. That you have to know the limits of your child and push him by positive reinforcement and not by pressure, because there is not going to be any result even if in the best therapy. So in the Dolphin Therapy Center we have 5 dolphins. Some of them they work just a small they exchange, so a child can have also not a particular dolphin, but can have the other day another dolphin. Does not make any difference, but it's a good idea sometime when the child has persistent behavior, like an autistic child. So changing situation, changing platforms, we cause to the child an environment that has to adjust. And in the beginning it's a bit strange, but then, it's a dolphin, so we play with it. So they're very enthusiastic and it works like a stimulus. Here is the dolphin park. As you see, it is in the sea. It's 3 very large pools, and the dolphin, when there's no sessions, can go from one pool to the other. The sessions are in one-to-one. There's a family interaction, as we referred before. The dolphin therapists are certified psychologists, psychiatrists, and physiotherapists. It's very important to have a background, because there we don't work just with the dolphin, just putting the child inside the dolphin. We have goals, we have techniques, and we use it in our therapy. The therapy is planned to have 10 sessions, so 40 minutes, and also there's additional therapy according to the situation of each child, of physiotherapy, ergotherapy, or craniosacral therapy. And of course, family counseling. We can give feedback to the parents after the sessions, or all together at the end of the therapy. So here's dolphin therapy, physio, craniosacral. How we begin to give therapy. First of all, we have the file of the child.